Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 6 of Direwolf20's Season 4 multiplayer server play series. Soren is hanging out on the server with me along with a bunch of other people. VSWE, Jaded, Eddie Ruckus, Pahimar Player, Chicken Bones, all kinds of cool people hanging out here. A few changes to the room since I last logged in. You can see just a little bit of a cleanup area going on over here. The peat bog's running pretty great. We have to manually feed it with sand at the moment. We're a little short on sand, but other than that, we're doing pretty good. But a pretty nice setup overall, Soren. Nice job on this. I like how it's all enclosed. I like the glass from Zycraft. Looks awesome. I really like how it has a border when it's not touching another glass piece, and then it doesn't have a border when it is. That is so cool.
That's thanks to Chicken Bones.
That's awesome, Chicken Bones. You rock. See, now there's a border, right? Because there's no glass piece next to it. But, now there's not.
I have noticed some issues with it.
There are...
perfect.
With it not having a border when it's touching, conduits and other stuff.
I can fix that later.
Also,
actually, that should be fixed in the new version of Zycraft. They're not having a border when touching conduits.
Oh.
Neat. Also, Jaded Cat came by, and guess what she brought us, Soren?
Definitely.
No, she brought us a blast furnace brick and some coke oven bricks.
Hey!
So we can make a
sapling too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those were cooler.
Silverwood sapling is...
Also, I got a Fortune 3 pickaxe. I mined for a long time, and then enchanted a pickaxe with my level 30 and got Fortune 3.
Yay!
Which I'm very excited about that, too. So this episode, what are we working on? We're working on this room, right? This is going to be a nice big liquid room. So we want to produce a ton of liquid for everybody on the server. Now we decided to use Railcraft tanks because they can store more liquid in a smaller area than Zycraft tanks. Because Zycraft only stores as much liquid as there are empty air spaces in the block. So if we, built it up like this, it's a lot easier to build, obviously, but you're only going to have a one space block in the middle, and that can hold, what, 16 buckets worth, Soren?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so you can hold, if we did this, we'd only be able to store 16 buckets worth of liquid. But a Railcraft tank of the same size can hold a lot more. So, obviously, I think that's actually a pretty good balance point. Because,
Zycraft tanks are cheap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
the tanks are awesome, but they're extremely cheap to make. You can make them with cobblestone if you want, right?
And
you just need a valve.
Yeah.
Chicken Bones did.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, I like that balance point. But I think for the small space that we want to have here with multiple liquids in this room, we're going to go with Railcraft tanks. So I've got some iron plates that I rolled last episode. I don't know if I rolled them on camera, I forget, but I rolled them right after, And then we are going to start messing with this. So let's get a Buildcraft tank going, or a Railcraft tank here going, Soren. I'm going to need... What am I going to need?
I have some iron tank blocks y'all can have if you need it.
What happened to my NEI? My NEI is not working. Let me come back once I fix NEI. Alright guys, so I'm going to do this fabricator style. So I need, as far as I gathered, 26 of these sidings. Now the cool thing is Soren is in the process of adding something that I actually recommended, which is cool. Now why did that do that? Didn't I just have 26 in my hand? Oh right, because derpy-dur. So it's something actually that I came up with. I said it's cool that it's so fast, but sometimes I'd like a little bit more control over it. I wouldn't want it to be that quick. I'd only want to craft one or two or maybe a handful. So he's adding a mode to this thing so that you can specify create one of this recipe per redstone pulse, or create one or just infinitely run, right, Soren? Is that what those two modes are?
Yep.
That's cool.
And regardless of which mode, you're planning on having a manual pull out. So if you just want to pull it out on your own, you can.
That's nice. And I also have another question for you guys.
Okay.
Related to the fabricator. Can you guess what it is?
No.
Is it fixed?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but there was a reason that... Remember I kept saying, why is our tick rate so high already? Our tick rate was already getting super high. It was because of fabricators. What were they doing, basically, guys? If you want to say it on camera. If you don't, it's
think
cool.
of crafting and checking a lot.
Well, Basically, in order to make sure that they could absolutely check every recipe, you know how some mods add really weird recipes that you don't really understand,
Right.
that have a lot of different combinations? It was doing some pretty expensive checking, so I cut down on that and made it check if the inventories beside it have changed before doing anything.
Oh, okay, I got you. That's cool then.
Still turn them off if you're not using them.
Oh.
Is that a CPW I hear?
You don't have to.
Yeah, top
but,
of my
you know,
head. Hello.
What's up, buddy?
Hello.
Yes, you can.
Hello, CPW.
I still wish we had the better TPS mod.
I am loving fabricators, by the way.
Yeah, I like the NEI plugin part there.
Yeah, the NEI plugin part might be my favorite. We should probably also like build this place up. Hey, look, we have an iron tank that can store 576 buckets, which is awesome.
Yay.
So a railcraft tank of this size could store 32 buckets, but an iron tank can store 576, which makes sense because railcrafts can be made out of like a lot of iron. So it's more expensive, but it's more compact. I like that as a balance point, so I approve fully.
As you get up to bigger sized tanks, the loss seriously decreases because the volume to surface area ratio increases.
Right, yeah, like, you're right. Basically what happens is railcraft tanks count the side blocks as storage area, right? And Zycraft ones don't. Are you going to build the walls there,
Yeah.
Soren, or did you want me to? I guess you're doing that, so that's cool.
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright, so next up we need to build ourselves some biogas production.
Already.
I love creepers.
Yeah, you do.
They're so kind and friendly.
And
So where's the
huggable.
machine I want for that? I want, what's it called? Where is this thing? Fermenter,
Wait.
yeah.
Anytime somebody
Wanna
says
make
they
some
love
bronze
creepers,
gears.
they just blew up.
Lots of bronze.
I love creepers. Yeah, I did blow up.
No, usually it's
Oh.
you blow up and then you comment on how much you enjoy creepers.
I enjoy them all the time.
Wow, are we that low on copper? I did a lot of mining, but I did not go to the copper layer.
Means you're probably also low on tin.
Did
Well, no, we have a
disable
decent
books?
amount of tin. What's that?
Did we disable books?
Did we?
No, are you trying to use one in your place to go to
Yeah.
the workshop? It's not internal. No.
They're not interlinking.
I was wondering.
Also, be
And-
careful using books, because there's like a crash right
They're
now.
like, yeah, horribly broken.
Yeah.
But you don't have to go.
Be glad you didn't actually succeed in clicking on that.
Well, I think I may have just crashed my client anyway.
You're gonna
Yes, you
have to
did.
log
Yeah.
in and DW's gonna have to teleport you away.
Okay.
Is your brother around?
They just dropped me off at college. We just went out to eat, so it'll probably be about 30 to 40 minutes before he does anything or can do anything.
If you use a Mistcraft book at the moment, your client will completely lock up, and you won't be able to move until somebody teleports you.
Yep, that's pretty much what just happened.
Yes, it is. We
You really
experienced that earlier.
You really don't want to do this if there's no ops online.
Yeah, because then
Yeah.
you can't do anything. Okay, I got you.
YouTube, we're going to come back in just a few minutes once we get more copper and finish building this room. And I'm going to start working on the fermenters that I'm going to make.
Overall,
Alright, let's see how well this works. Hey, it's working. Nice. I'm implementing the clear function. I told this thing to clear, and I gave it a 3-dimensional space, not just 2 dimensions. So, it's clearing for me. What's up, player? Hey, copper. Nice.
Nice.
That's my copper.
Is it, what are you using to clear?
Filler.
Clear.
Filler?
Filler with clear mode. Fillers are epic in so many ways.
Do the fillers still have like, or are they nerfed now?
Nope, they still drop the blocks.
They
So
are
it seems.
nerfed. They just won't drop as many blocks and they won't last very long.
Oh, okay.
They won't drop as many blocks? What?
No, they'll drop all the blocks, but they won't last long. They'll last about half a second. Watch the blocks.
Oh yeah, they did all kind of go away, didn't they?
Yeah, they go
Okay,
away quite quickly.
so that's new functionality, is the blocks no longer hang around for a while.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
what
to
is it
stop it
like?
being used as a cheap quarry.
Yep.
Which is
Is
cool.
it like
It was crazy
10
cheap quarry.
ticks?
But I can still use it to remove the top of a mountain. It's basically
You
just
can
dirt and
use
stone.
it to flatten all the mountains in the world.
Excellent,
Good.
because that's what I use it for almost all the time.
That's what it's supposed to be used for. That's what it can be used for.
And it's so awesome with the redstone energy cores. I'm sorry, they're awesome like that.
It should be a bit faster too. I believe
It's
I
pretty darn
buffed its
fast.
speed slightly. Because just to compensate for the fact that I'd nerfed its drops.
Nice.
And I have to say, I quite enjoy using it to like build like tunnels and paths because I can mark out the area I want it to cut out. It cuts it out. Then I can tell it go back through and line everything with stone brick, and it does it. And I've got a sewer.
Nice.
How does making it faster compensate? That just makes it all the
doesn't really-
more harder to run around and catch all the blocks as they're falling.
That's the
We're
point.
not having this debate, okay? It's nerfed. It's not supposed to be a quarry.
Yeah,
It's-
I get it.
It's epic, and we like it.
Just wondering why you said compensation.
It is slightly compensation because it works very, very fast in clear mode.
And it's
Uh-huh.
supposed to be clear.
So my question is, where do I want to put my fermenter setup? I have one fermenter, and while we're waiting for more copper, we'll get another couple going probably. So basically our setup is to connect to here. So I'm going to need a valve tank right there. So I'm going to break this tank in a moment and get that set up. But I want people to come
presume-
over here.
You're connecting the fermenter to a tree farm?
Well, I will eventually. But for now, I'm going to probably just supply the saplings manually and then eventually connect it up to the tree farm. So, YouTube, I'll be back once I figure out my plan.
Shut up.
Alright guys, we are
Yes.
back and recording again, and I'm placing down my fermenter. So I want to build a Zycraft tank right in this wall. That's what I'm thinking. So what should we use to build the Zycraft tank with, Soren? What would look cool?
Maybe engineering brick.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll go get them.
Like, I want it to look cool. Like, keep in mind, we could use cobblestone if we wanted to, but I want it to look cool. Like, I could just leave it as dirt, really, right? We could use dirt.
It has to be above wooden blank material, so things like dirt, gravel, and sand don't really work.
Gotcha. Okay. So not dirt, gravel, and sand. But, hey, like,
Because
you know,
that
lots
would
of
be a
stuff.
little weird.
You could do like I did and have it match the building.
Well, it's underground.
Well,
Now, here's the question. Does
fine.
the fermenter draw power? What's drawing
Yes.
power at the moment?
Yes, the fermenter draws power.
No, I mean when it doesn't do stuff.
65% certain it does.
We haven't used greens much since this is bio.
Is that certain enough?
Maybe.
I want to say it does, but I'm not going to say it definitely does without asking Cynthia or Laura.
I'm trying to stop all my machines from running so I can just watch how much power is flowing through this thing at the moment.
I know that I use a lot of the forestry machines as power sinks to keep buildcraft pipes from exploding.
Yeah, some of them do. I don't think the fermenter does, though. I don't think it'll draw power if it's not going to use it.
Oh, you want words torches to start with the tank?
What's that?
Where this torch is near the fermenter is where we start the tank, or before that?
I don't know. Hang on, let me come see. One sec, I want to check something first.
Okay.
Alright, is this thing only gaining power now? So we'll turn off these guys. They will stop outputting power into this thing. It's still draining somewhere. I'll have to figure out where it's draining.
Hold on, here. There we go, it shouldn't drain. Yeah,
Okay, so it's something up there draining.
over here. The cobblestone gen.
I turned it off, though.
It's probably still have cobblestone in the buffers.
No, I cleared it. Alright, well, here goes nothing. We're going to find out in a moment.
Illusions.
Here goes nothing. So, slowly using like one every second or so. And if I hook this guy up, it should drain a bunch real quick. Oh no, it doesn't look like it's running. Awesome.
Nice.
It has not changed. So that's good news. So the fermenters will not draw power from this guy when they don't need to. which is
I
good
was wrong
news.
then.
Some blocks do. They definitely do.
Mhm.
But just not this one. And we're going to tidy up the downstairs here. So you wanted to use engineering brick for this fancy little thing? So yeah,
So
go
I'll
ahead and
throw
put
the
a...
review.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot of stuff.
Just 16. I need to make more.
Okay. So should I use glass too? I'm gonna use
Oh,
some
yeah.
of your, what's your glass called? I had some on me. Did I lose it already?
Glass viewer.
Yeah, get me some glass viewer. And you can have this stuff. Nice.
Exactly.
Those are really cheap.
They're made
Oh,
for
they're
recipes,
just
really.
they're just like nicer looking glass, really.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's not enough, is it, Soren?
No, we ran out
With a
of
bit of explosion resistance only.
What's the? Can you remove them with anything?
Yes. Well, pickaxes I know for sure. I don't know about anything else.
You can remove them by hand, but that's going, so pickaxes.
What? Any level?
Yeah, wooden will work.
Stone pick should work.
Wooden picks will work. Set the hardness, or I set the full class to 0.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit more of this fancy stuff here, Soren. Thank you kindly, sir. And could I put the valve here? Will that work?
On the faces, similar to how Railcraft does it.
Okay. Can it be like on a face, but on like the very bottom face?
It can be on any face.
Cool.
Well,
Like here. Can I place the valve there?
okay, no. Unless you had another layer under it, no.
Okay. So
So
go
it
ahead
has
and
to
hook
be
me up,
like,
and then I will figure out how I want to run the piping. So, I could put it like on the bottom here, right?
yeah.
Like I could put the valve right here.
Yep.
Cool. All right, well fill in the rest of your stuff, and I will put the valve there last.
Oh, goodness.
Essentially, the valve has to be adjacent to an interior block, right?
It can't be on an edge or corner, but it can be on any of the main faces in the centers.
Yeah, that would pretty much make it adjacent to an interior block.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really hear your question, so I just wanted to say something.
Cool. Ta-da!
Nice.
Multi-tank. Can store 32 buckets. Which is exactly what I want it to do. So what I'm going to have here then is probably... How do I want to send this stuff out? I'll probably want to do this. I'll probably do... I've got some liquid ducts on me. And liquid ducts will connect, right?
Yes.
Cool. And then Omni wrench it like so. And you want to go get me maybe a stack or so of saplings? This is why we made a tree farm.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have some appetite around here somewhere that I can use to get the... Wow, are we that low on appetite? How can we be so low on appetite?
We're probably running our tree farm.
You know, we can use the ash that we have to get some stuff,
Yeah.
I think.
I've been transforming it to that too.
Alright,
think that's
and
the right spot.
fermenter go, and now we just need some water in here, which should be easy enough. I can pump... I already have this guy, so I should run it under here.
Pipes.
How you doing, CPW?
I'm good. My inventory's a total wreck.
Oh, yeah.
Common problem.
Yeah.
I
can you
don't know where anything is. I'm in 2 different houses,
Oh. Yeah, I know that problem.
about 300 blocks apart.
I don't.
We're
know
going to have
that
to run these into the front, because we've got power going in from the bottom. And we're going to have 3 of them like this, right? So we're going to have to
Right.
do this from the front. That's fine, though.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I made 9x10s up here by accident.
When?
Fail.
Counting fail.
Yeah, it actually
number
worked. But not 9x9s, 9x10s.
I thought you had a turtle make them.
Alright guys, we're back. Got this connection going here, I think. And this should be everything we need. So Soren, go ahead and... yeah, there we go.
Wow. That was fast.
That looks pretty awesome. So we should be having power coming in here, right? Is this power... oh, okay, that's why. There. Now it should be going. Oh. See, we didn't actually test a moment ago if that worked right.
It's not working.
What's this?
It's a tank.
Multi-tank.
From
Why have you
Zyker.
got wires on it?
Because that's telling you what part of the multi-block structure you're looking at. So that entire thing is a multi-block structure.
I
There
don't really
are-
go for the wires. I think it could do with a better overlay, but
Yeah, I'm still working on it. But there's 3 different config options for that. You can have boxes, entire thing highlighted, use circuit patterns, what have you. Configurability for the client is always nice.
Alright, so it's not draining power now because it has no work to do, but when we apply a redstone signal back here, it should start draining, and that will be our test to make sure this thing works. Ta-da! And now it should be draining power again from this guy, right? Yeah, it is. Perfect. Everything's working great. I'm quite pleased with this build so far.
God, how much is it generating? It's going to fill up in about 30 seconds.
Well, this is a small tank. It only holds 32 buckets worth.
Yeah. You can make them 12 by 12
Still,
by 12.
it generated 15 buckets in about 5 seconds.
Well, I already had
Well,
that.
I had the internal buffer filled. Now it's running.
Ah.
And I guess
it's
we're running it
awesome.
on a lot of power from this redstone energy cell.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, have you seen the speed it's generating?
Yeah. So
This is about
now,
the same.
can I break any block, Soren, and it'll retain its liquid?
It will split them on valve, so yes. Just don't break the valve itself.
Okay, so don't break all valves, I guess, right?
Right. So if, say, you had 2 valves on a tank, and you had 16 buckets, if you broke one valve, you would have 8 buckets then.
Okay, cool. So that should be cool. And we still have our biomass. Cool. And I'm going to run liquid ducts. Now here's the cool thing about liquid ducts is they won't connect to each other if you don't want them to. Right?
Well, you need to have liquid flowing in one of the systems.
You got it. Yep.
Cool. So now we just need a little bit of lava, Soren. And we should
what
be
I
able to
can do about
kickstart this
that.
guy. If we have some cool, if not, then we can just come back in a minute. So now we've got a full biomass tank. This Y will fill his internal buffer. We'll probably want a hopper on top so we can throw lots of saplings in there. And then the next
Blocks.
part of this is to run beyond this tank. We're going to run this way out to the tank that we built upstairs, so that what happens basically is this Zycraft tank acts as a buffer. It's got an extra 32 buckets of biomass that will feed the engines that power this room, and then all excess biomass gets stored in a shared tank that anybody can come and use. How do you like it, CPW? Have you actually seen the tanks yet, CPW? Like, made one?
I just did, yes.
Well, no, like, have you,
The one
have you,
downstairs you just built.
no, have you actually made one?
No.
Alright, dude, you gotta see this. YouTube will be back in a minute.
Forestry in a long time.
Recording again, and we're back. Got myself a couple lava cans, thanks to some netherrack and a magma crucible. We're ready to give this guy a shot. So wrench this dude in this direction, like that, and then lava goes in here. Ta-da! Now it needs fuel, and that's what we'll get by applying a redstone signal like this. Ta-da! Biomass! And then redstone signal, which I'm thinking... Oh yeah, that's right, redstone signal on the ceiling. He's heating up. And we should be producing some power now. 5 Minecraft joules per tick. Now, we need to get more bronze, and we need to get more copper. We need, like, a lot more copper. Because I want to start running the line over to here. So we can store it in the iron tank. Yeah, I told XComp to get on. I'm recording XComp, but we'll show you the miscrap bug, like, when you log in, and I'll stop recording.
Alright, I have to update my instance and everything.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, I think we're good here, Soren. We've got a pretty solid system. Let's go get more copper, and then we'll come back and finish it up.
Good.
Alright, YouTube, we'll be back once I've mined. Alright guys, we're back. Soren is off mining. I just got done with a mining excavation myself, and I've got a bunch of copper, which I'm pretty happy with. So, biomass, engine running, producing energy. Very happy with this output. So I'm going to continue running my line here. So basically, I want to run it probably straight over like this. So like if this is going to be the flooring of this room, let's say, for the sake of argument. I like how we're like building this whole complicated system and we haven't even finished the floor yet.
I know.
We are terrible at this.
Oh, that's a slime.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's a big slime. I'm gonna call you Jerry.
Ooh, that's a good name for a slime.
Not Bob?
Eh.
User entered your channel.
So I'm just going to run this straight across here. This should look good. I'm going to like kind of hide it behind the wall / under the floor. So even if we do expand out to line this line later, it won't be that big a deal. And hopefully this is enough liquiduct. Oh wow. I said hopefully this is enough liquiduct and I am 1 short.
Oh.
Total fail. It always happens that way. Literally 1 short. How am I 1 short? How is that even possible?
Check the chest. I think there may be ones.
Well, I have plenty more copper cooked up. I just didn't have it on me.
Yeah. Ooh, copper.
Yeah, I had grabbed what I needed, or thought I needed. Alright, so this will go over here, and by the way, I'm going to start having you guys process more oak saplings, and I got a hopper.
Yeah.
Yay! So this thing should fill up first, and then this guy goes next. So in order for this to continue along, so let's see, how's this work? Oh, cool. So the liquid ducts don't split at an angle, or is that because this thing isn't connected? Alright, that's because that thing isn't connected. Alright, it does split. Alright, that's fine. It'll still pull the multi-tank pretty quickly, because the multi-tank just doesn't store much. And then any excess will be sent to the shared liquids room. So now we have biogas available for our fellow players.
Cool.
What I'm going to do next is get more fermenters here. So I'll be back in a minute after I make a bunch of bronze. Alright, I think I've got everything I need for the next stage of this build. And that is the next 2 fermenters and the next 2 biogas engines. So let's get these guys set up and running. This is going to be a little tight, but I think we should be able to pull it off. Ah, what happened?
Sorry. I'm just causing messes.
You are causing messes. So what I'm actually going to do here is wrench this guy as he's no longer needed.
Hey Soren,
Hey, go ahead.
I'm assuming because it's glowy and it's not Thaumcraft, this is yours?
Yes.
Pretty much. That's a valid assessment, Flora.
It's Why does it do that when I mouse over it, but not when I don't?
Basically, it's showing you what's part of the multi-tank.
Oh, that's handy.
It's saying this is a multi-block structure, basically.
Yeah, there are 3 config options. The default is that circuit pattern you see. There's one that's a full block, so all of them appear one color, just a little bit tinted, and the other is like boxes around each block. So you can look at them later.
Handy.
That is cool.
Fabricator also changes color based on your config.
Do you have an option that is just like one wireframe box around the entire structure?
It is.
Take that as a no?
Well, it kind of is right now, one wireframe.
Is it?
Yeah,
no. Not.
Yes, we will. Player, yes, we will.
Not a mesh, just showing like the edges of the structure.
Oh, I got you. No.
How much power are those fermenters getting? They're whizzing.
They're getting a lot. They're getting whatever the energy I guess they're getting their max. Soren, can you get me a couple more cans of lava? Oh, that's going to be a tight squeeze. That's probably not going to work at all. That's going to be a problem for me. Well, that's just not going to be aesthetic looking then.
User disconnected from your channel.
Ta-da, biomass. And that should be draining out of the multi-tank. Oh, that's so cool. I love multi-tanks. They're neat.
Yay.
Did this thing, like, stop running? What's going on here? Why are you not run? Alright guys, I'll be back 1 sec. Let me figure out why this isn't running. Alright guys,
2 things about this.
Tightened up this build a little bit, but I think it should work. Because I have to apply a redstone signal to these to get them to pump out. Something I kind of, like, don't want to have to do anymore. I should talk to XCOM, or talk to King Lemming and be like, yo, let's not need a redstone signal anymore. But anyway, so I've got them all lined up under here. So 1, 2, 3. And now they should all be draining. Cool.
It's shiny and green.
And as expected, it'll fill up the multi-tank first. I'm going to apply redstone signals down underneath these guys next.
So, do liquid ducks need redstone to
extract? Yes, they.
Oh, thank you for interrupting. Because I was going to say something that probably should have been said.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Okay. No.
It's apparently a good thing.
Yeah, I think she is actually
fine,
really
it's
thanking us.
Extract is a much better word for what I would use.
Pull, extract, dance, whatever.
You also need to right click it so there's an arrow on the.
Oh, cool! You got a slot
pointing out on the liquid duct.
I like how compact you can make these things. Look at that. That's awesome. So, nice compact build. It'll fill this tank first, and this tank will always be like a little buffer. So, if we do run out of biogas and like these engines stop for whatever reason, like we'll always have like a little bit of buffer here somewhere to do stuff. So that should be good. I like it. What do you think?
I like it.
So we have to clean up the flooring and everything, obviously, but that is going to have to come at another time because now's unfortunately a good wrapping up point for episode 6. So I hope you guys enjoyed the biogas production. There's plenty more to get to here. We've got biogas for the shared resource room, and wow, we've already produced 125 buckets worth of biogas. That's awesome. Those 3 fermenters running on that redstone energy cell, they are drawing a lot of power, aren't they? Like, holy cow. We'll get a few more hoppers here. We'll tidy up the walls.
They will take all the juice you can give them.
Yeah, they will.
Meaning
apparently.
Juice and
We
electricity.
should probably have a throttle for that.
Nah. Well, I mean, we could. We could easily just do this.
Yeah.
There. Now it's throttled at 15 Minecraft joules per tick output. So it won't output any more than
Probably
that.
a little better.
So now it won't output any more than it's getting in, actually, because it's getting more than that from the 6 engines that are running it. So, yeah, that sounds cool. Alright guys, like I said, wrapping up episode 6. Hope you enjoyed checking it out. And next episode might wind up automating some of the tree farm stuff. We're going to need, I mean, once we've got this going here, we don't need that many saplings. Like, it's nice to fill up the tank real fast, but, you know, other than that, we're in good shape. Alright guys, Direwolf20, signing off. Take it easy.